What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is doing well this morning, afternoon, night, whatever time it is, because today we are finally checking out the brand new Motionless In White song titled Cyberhex, and it's off the new album that is coming out in June 10th. So you better believe that I'm probably going to be doing an album reaction review to that. But with this song, you know, I'm a little bit behind, and to be honest, that's mainly because I'm not really that crazy into Motionless In White. Like, I dig them, I like the songs that I react to, but I don't really go back to them. But if I saw this band live, I know I'd go ham. But, you know, with this song, it's picking up a lot of traction, so I'm very excited to hear it. And I also just want to review the big popular releases to give my honest thoughts. So that's exactly what we're going to do at the end of this reaction. But guys, let's see what all the hype is about. Let's see what the fuss is about. That's all we need for chit chat. So fuck, do it. Getting some Doom vibes already, some McGordon vibes. I'm sure I'm not the only one that said that. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Alright. Production is huge on this.
Extinction, ashes on your pale skin. Love becomes a symptom of the cure.
And chorus or screams? Probably chorus.
I pull the sun from the sky to freeze the future of time and drift as one through the end.
That synth melody is adding a lot to this chorus.
I found my asylum inside your Armageddon eyes. I Celtic kiss of apocalypse.
Solid chorus, okay. Second verse is probably going to be the same as the first one. Some Marilyn Manson vibes for sure. Oh, not there, okay.
Stay alive, for the sun from the sky to freeze the future of time and drift as one through the infinite. I found asylum inside.
The second chorus feels a little bit different than the first. I think it's the synth melody in the background slightly tweaked. Okay, bridge, we're going to get a breakdown, absolutely. I'll be so shocked if we don't. That song's too heavy instrumentally. Come on. Give it to me.
Do you wanna live?
Tom work.
Are you willing to die?
Build up. Gang vocals.
I will be your light. Love will survive. In this hell, you are my paradise.
Kind of give me like Mortal Kombat vibes.
Drift as one through the infinite. And though our fates synchronized, I wasn't willing to die until I kissed our apocalypse.
Ooh, that vocal, goddamn. Okay. cool lead work down on the guitar. Okay. Last chorus is repeated quite a bit. Woo! Those kicks sound so good. Okay. Yeah, I can get down with this. All right. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Let's talk about the tune though. All right, guys, I think this song's actually pretty cool from, you know, production standpoint, visuals, aesthetics, and kind of like the sound that they're going for. It's like taking, you know, modern metalcore pop that we're known for, but incorporating like this, you know, Doom, Mick Gordon style, kind of like cyberpunk, if you want to call it cyberpunk. Not really, but you know, a very electronic infused, like heavy gent stuff into it. And it's really cool. It's really cool. It sounds kind of fresh too, which I do like. I always love it when bands are pushing what, you know, the sound of metalcore can be. So there's a lot of elements of this song that I liked, but I do have some things that I wasn't really overly crazy about, but overall I do think this is a pretty solid track. So let's go through the pros and cons. So number one pro is just like, you know, the change in style here to go into more like, you know, Doom kind of sound. Like I'm sure like bands and like even some people are probably annoyed of hearing about that, you know, Bring Me the Horizon's been doing it in some other bands and like Northlane and stuff, but man, it goes to show how insanely influential Mick Gordon is to the scene. That's why he's producing so many like bands music now, like including Monuments, right? So with here, a lot of sounds were taken from, you know, what Doom has been doing lately, the very like heavy like wub wub kind of sounds, you know, and in between like this very heavy gent guitars and you know, very thumping kind of like bass kicks and smashing snare sounds. Man, look at all the adjectives I'm just throwing out there, eh? But yeah, you know what I mean. It's cool that they're incorporating the Doom sound into metalcore, and I think that's actually a really solid take to this style of music. Another pro is actually like Chris's vocal melodies. They were actually pretty simple to follow, and this song was very easy to follow. There wasn't a lot going on in terms of structure and in terms of like patterns and stuff. You know, the synth work seemed to be the most complex out of the song, but like, you know, Chris's lyrics like dun 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 was actually a really easy like melody to kind of follow, and even the chorus had something that was very easy to resonate. And sometimes that's all you need to make a song really work. So there's a lot of repetition, but there was also enough tweaks. So I did appreciate in the second verse he started incorporating a little bit more screams and stuff. It wasn't totally replicated like it was in the first verse. So I liked what Chris was doing in terms of like his melodies to really make it easy to follow for this song. Another pro is like, it kind of is the same as my first pro, but like production was so good on this. Like, holy crap, like very, you can argue that it's like a little bit overproduced, but man, whatever. Like there's like, you know, there's merit in this kind of production style too. It's very loud. It's very crushing, and every sound is so clear. That's another thing, right? The bass kicks, especially, I really liked the bass kicks actually having like a lot of extra thump to it, and it sounded really cool. But yeah, I thought just production on this was huge, man. Really cool. Another pro, I'm just glad that we had a breakdown, because if we didn't have a breakdown and a breakdown at the end, this song could have felt like, oh, a missed opportunity to have like some heavier elements because the song was heavy. But let's move on to the cons. And I guess my cons with this is that although this is like a very good first single to put out, it makes me kind of like want more from this band, because this song felt very like safe at the same time. But you know, it's one of those singles that's easy to like kind of like showcase the band's new sound. But I would love to hear new variations to like, you know, song flow, song progression and stuff, because like this song, I knew exactly what we were getting after I heard the first chorus, and this song felt very predictable, which is totally fine because this is the first single to put out from a big metalcore band. But I would love to hear more like refreshing takes to, you know, song progression and flow and stuff like that. But you know, it did feel like a safe song to put out as a first single. That's kind of like the only major con that I have to this. Otherwise, like, this is a fun song. I'm wondering how much replay value it'll get out of me. Probably like a couple spins. That's what I mean. I need a little bit more experimentation, because I like what they're doing here, but I feel like this is only a sample, right? But guys, that's my thoughts on Motionless In White's new song. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are, so comment down below, spice up my life. What'd you guys think of this tune? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you got to this point of the video, and you haven't clicked off yet, then I appreciate shit, man. Feel free to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to leave a like, enjoy the video. But on that, thank you for tuning in. Till next time. Peace.